Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another little demonstration, short demonstration of 30 minutes with Genome. My name is Céline Ross, and I am an educator for Genome Canada. So, where October is fall, huh? So I was thinking to show you a little project, a short, you know what I say, short project? It's not that short, okay? We take time to cut and to sew and all this. So you buy napkin, you buy paper napkin for sure. Okay. So if you buy some, where do you put them? Do you leave them in the plastic bag or you put them somewhere else? So, oops, I see my picture. Stylish. Oh, I see my picture. I don't know what is going on. Okay, I guess everything is okay. So I was thinking to show you how to do a stylish because we're sewing, napkin holder. Okay, so I'll turn the camera and I'll show you what I prepare for you. As usual, the project is like nothing. The goal of that 30 minutes is to show you your machine, teach you your machine, remind you your machine. So this is the goal today. But when I put it in the little project, well, maybe you remember more. So I'm saying hello to everybody who's oh, there's a bonbon there. Ah, okay. It's a new word. Bonbon is a candy in French. In candy in English, bonbon in French. Okay. So I'm saying hello to everybody, and I'll read the question after the project. So I'm turning the camera here and like this. Okay, I'll put it down. Okay, so I guess you saw before the little project. So it is a napkin holder. You see my napkins are there. Instead of leaving them, and this one is totally finished, while the other one is well, to teach you. I need a sample to teach you. So this one has not a mistake, but something I didn't take. First of all, there's no pattern for this. No pattern at all. Okay. So don't, maybe on the web, I don't know, but me, I have no pattern. Okay. So what I need, you see, you have napkins. When you buy them, they don't have the same size. You see the difference in sizes? Okay. So what you need is 1.5 inches bigger than your napkin. So of course, you see, they're not the same because look at the difference in the size because of the napkins. So I'm saying, oh, if I put it here, you see, it's 1.5 inches all the way around. So it's a square. There's no need of a pattern. Okay. Then what you need to work with. Genome sewing machine first, huh? Okay. Then I'm going to remove this. I have, for the purpose of this here, of to teach you, I took 4 different fabric, but there's no need of 4. Okay, maybe 2 is enough. So I have cotton. In between, I have a thin layer of batting, second cotton, third cotton, my napkin is there, and a fourth cotton. Okay, so you need 4 layers of cotton, but it's nice to have one contrast. It's nice, but if you have this one, the same at the back, you see the same thing here and there, there'll be no problem. But when you teach and when you want to show something to somebody, it's easier to show different fabric. So this is what you need. So first thing, you square everything. You cut them with a ruler, with a color mat and with a mat and a cutter. Yeah, okay, to make sure they're all even. And then on the one who you will do the embroidery, this is the batting I put. It's an iron-on batting, very thin. You see? So this is what I like. And you can find this, if I speak English, I guess you're from the States. Huh? So Joanne's Fabric and all these stores, I guess they have this. In Montreal or Canada, we have Fabric Land or Fabricville. It depends where you live. Okay, so it's just a batting that you iron on and it sticks. See, this side is sticky. It won't melt. It will adhere. When you iron it. Okay, so just one layer, and trust me, I put one layer on top and one layer at the bottom for this one, and it's too much. So just the part just the cotton who's going to be embroidered. Okay. So here I have cotton, batting, cotton. Here I have cotton, interfacing, cotton. Interfacing, same thing. Just one layer, but you see how thin it is. Again, at the same place, Joanne's Fabric or Fabric Land, depends where you live, a thin one and iron on. That's the best because it stays, huh? Okay. Then you have to embroider first. You embroidery first. I'll tell you my mistake right away. Then you'll be able to figure this out. Okay. See, this one is, when I say perfect, you know what I mean. You have to fold this because you're going to insert your napkin from here. Okay. So look what I didn't think the first one. Look at my fabric that I fold. It's right on my design. But I changed my mind right here. Huh? Whoops. Hold on. Okay. Okay. So when I saw this, I said, oh, this is not what I want to see my design. I should have put it here. But the first one, you're going without a pattern. You're going as you think. But it's still going to be still not bad, but I'd rather have this one. Also, it is fall. So my napkins, I see this is from the dollar store. I'm almost shy to say this. And it looks like quilting designs. And to do my embroidery, I follow some of the color of this printed napkin. And one of the purpose of the today's class is where these designs are coming from. Well, do you see all your design? Do you look all your designs in your machine? So Janome has different model of embroidery machine. Okay, and okay, and I'm working here now today on the CM17, but every Janome model has different built-in embroidery design. And sometimes you look at this and said, what am I going to do with this? Hold on. Okay. It's pretty small and you don't see well. Okay. So I'm going to go to edit. And now you see it better. Maybe the light is reflecting. I'll try to. Okay. So now you see it looks like quilting and it's an embroidery design. So I understand, the book, the picture here, it's not like when you embroider it. But sometimes you say, why is it there? What am I going to do with this? Well, today it's the perfect place. I'm going to pick a one that I embroidered. I embroidered this one first, but I changed the color. Look, how should I do this? Maybe like that. Yeah. Look at the difference. Look at the difference of the design by just changing the color. And how do I change it? Well, according to my napkin. Okay, so just give you an idea. And I embroidered it same width, same size as on the machine. Didn't touch anything. The other one that I embroidered was this one. And of course, again, I changed the color because I have a sewing team here. You see, it's sewing. So I embroidered it. I changed the color. Look at the difference. But I enlarged it. So I came here, and I enlarged it as much as I could with the hoop that is the hoop that goes with this design. Huh? So 112%. So 112%. If I say okay, I have 16,602 stitches. 16,602. Let's go back here. Okay, you'll see my point after. Let's say I'm reducing this as much as possible. So minus 20%. Okay, I want to embroider it. Hold on. Okay. Same number of stitches. And why is this? A sewing machine does not generate fabric. No, for sure not. But doesn't generate stitches. So if you want to add or remove some stitches, you need artistic digitizer software. And I'm saying this to you just to remember, for you to remember that there's a free trial for the full version of artistic digitizer in North America. So it's Genome America and Genome Canada. So take the time. We advertised this at the end of September, and it was free from October 1st until October 31st. So you have to go on Genome website and genome.ca or genome.com and ask for a code, and you'll have a free trial to try all this. So that's one point. The other thing I want you to remember, on Thursday, every Thursday, Anne Hein is teaching you how to play, because I have to say it's playing. We're not in a big school here. We're having fun at our age. So how to play with the software, okay? And this is all free for all the Genome users, okay? So you embroider this on the cotton that you have, which this cotton has that batting at the back. Even this, you see how the density of the designs, it's very dense. So what I did is I still slide underneath one thickness of tearaway stabilizer. And look at my embroidery design. It's completely flat. Look at the other one. Totally flat. Okay. This is my iron. Okay. So you do your embroidery. Let's say that's all you have to do with the embroidery. You finish. It's time to sew. Come back. Yes. Now the embroidery unit is going away, and it's time to sew. The seam allowance is 1/4 of an inch. You have to put them right sides together. Oh, I didn't clip my thread here. Oh, this is not nice in front of okay. So what you have to do is right sides together. You have to sew all the way around at 1/4 of an inch of seam allowance and leaving a little opening. So one stitch, you see, you're going to turn everything upside. You know what I'll do? I think I'll remove all this for you to see better. My napkins are there. Okay. So you have right sides together and you sew. but you will turn everything through this little opening here. So I like to use that that stitch, with reverse. Okay, but how would you sew your 1/4 inch seam allowance? The best, you have two best thing, but the one I prefer, of course, is the HP needle plate. HP needle plate with HP foot. See, HP foot. So when you insert your, let's say you insert, do you see well? If I do this, you'll see better. Okay. So I'm telling my machine, I want to change my needle plate. Remove, whoops, and insert the other one. Right away, my machine say, hey, you change my needle plate. So use the HP foot, and I like this stitch. With the reverse, I like this. Not all the Janome machine has that electronic needle plate, and the CM17 comes with the three different needle plate and one more optional. But the needle plate and the machine has a sensor, and the machine recognizes which needle plate you put in. Not all the machine has HP can receive the HP needle plate. Okay, so you have no problem. There's another option. So you have the O foot with the guide, which is exactly 1/4 inch seam allowance, with or without the guide. This is the same foot, but this one has a guide, this one doesn't have. Okay, so one or the other, all the Janome machine can sew this little project without a problem. I'll remove this to insert. This is going to be pinched, so right here. Okay, so I'm going to put it back because okay, and yeah, the machine tells me, hey, be careful, you remove your don't forget the HP. Yeah, we really love this foot and the needle plate. It gives me an accurate whoops 1/4 inch if I follow the side of my fabric. And another thing, you see, on the foot, let me change. I'll take this here. Okay, on the foot, see the line here, the guideline. Well, the needle, this is the needle where the needle is going to stitch, and from this mark to the other one, you exactly have 1/4 inch distance. So if I use my, let me make, let me do this, and if I do that, okay, what I like to use is my pivot function. See your pivot function here? So what is this giving you? The needle is down in the fabric and the foot is lifted by itself. You turn all your project. So when I sew here, I know where to start. Here, when my mark is, hold on, when my mark reach the end of the fabric, I know my needle is going to stay down, the foot will get up, and then you keep going for 1/4 inch. So it is really accurate and very helpful, of course. Okay, so like I said, right sides together, leaving a little opening and choosing that stitch because you're going to turn the fabric. I think I want to show too much. Oh, maybe no. Okay, I don't want to touch the screen. I'm too afraid. So you see, I have the reverse here, because you have to turn everything from here. Hey, you're pushing and pulling, yeah. So that if you do just the lock stitch, it'll be weak. Now it's really strong. And of course, you iron everything good, everything. So you sew the top, you sew the bottom. See, I have, oh, you see, I have all these different fabric. 1, 2, 3, 4, just for you to understand. Here, cotton, thin layer of stabilizer. No, 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 not true. Interfacing, sorry. Interfacing, batting, and stabilizer is for embroidery. Okay. And then you iron everything, and it's time to sew. Look at this, how nice it is. Look how nice it is, the finishing. So it's a decorative stitch that I use to sew two thickness of fabric together. So I'm not sure if I told you. I'm going to repeat because maybe I forgot to tell you. So my mistake here, it's not a big mistake, but it's something that I should think of. But when you realize, I told you there's no pattern here. Huh? So when I realized that I shouldn't do it this way, it was embroidered. Huh? So I want to see my whole design and the way you want to insert your napkin. This is the opening here. So this design should have been here. So for the second one, I said, hey, this time I'm okay. I'll put it where it's supposed to be. So you fold this and then you say, okay, this is where I want my design. It's not a big mistake, but I would be happy to see it here. Okay. The first one, the first one you understand, you learn, and the second one you understand. Okay. I hope I say it right. The first one you learn, the second one you understand. Okay, I say it right. I have to translate on top of talking and sewing. Okay. So then you put, if I wanted, you see here I put red and red. But if I wanted, I could have put this fabric on the other side. So I said, okay, I'm going to use this here. So before you sew everything, you have to decorate your opening. You have to decorate this part here and this part because your machine don't want to jump all over all this. Huh? So I'm marking my sewing area. Oops, no, I don't like this. This one. Okay, here. And I'll remove this. Okay. And what did I choose? I choose a stitch. Whoops. I choose a stitch that is a decorative stitch and so I came here. Quilting. I want to see all my quilting design. Oh, let me remove this light maybe. Aha. Okay. And this is the stitch I choose. And maybe you saw this stitch on a ready-made garment, especially for babies, you know, the onesies or the PJs. Look, this is the stitch that I really like to use as a finishing and also both. So I kept the thread, same thread. I'm moving my camera. So I kept the same thread, top and bobbin. And here we go. I attach the open toe foot, so which is F2. And my right needle, not my right needle, my needle on the right should be after the fabric, not in the fabric. Maybe, I hope you see well. Okay, so you see, I want to make sure I'm okay. Okay, and then I go. always keeping my eyes. See, my needle is right after my fabric. I'll let go. Oh, my bottom thread came up. I removed my thread cutter because I want to finish nice here. So I said finish my area. And you see, I turn my fabric, keeping keeping it just beside my needle. I'll stop because I'm afraid of hitting something. So I want to stop here. And it's doing a nice finishing. Anyway, I like it. Sometimes you don't have to. Sometimes we don't have time to sew everything and understand everything. Ah, thread. What happened now? Ah, okay. Okay, my thread broke. Oh, what am I gonna do? It's all gonna be ugly. No. Okay, thread. Okay, unlock here. Okay, so one stitch is not formed. So look here on the machine. I'm telling my machine, I push this button. So this button restart my stitch right at the beginning of the sequence. So it was here, foot down. I'm going to check if I'm at the right place. I like this. I like this button. Huh? It's moving my needle, and I know exactly. Now I lost where I'm supposed to stop, but let's see. I finish lock stitch, and that's it. Okay, finito. Okay, so you clip your thread. Okay, to do something clean and neat and whoops. Look at the nice finishing. Whoops. One thread. What is this thread doing here? Okay. Ay, ay, ay. You want to clean everything. Bon. Okay. So this one is done. I would have to go and iron, of course. Huh? So what do I have to do next? You iron this. Very good. And one on top of the other. You keep the same stitch all the way around except the opening area. So I did it here. Whoops, I hit the camera often. See? So this is my opening. And see my stitch, how nice it is. Look at on reverse. Okay. All the way to decorate and to keep the both layers together all the way around. Here, here, here. Okay. And then what was iron, you add a button. I didn't sew it because I'm still thinking. So you see here I did cotton, thin batting, yeah, cotton. And here I just did two cotton and the thin layers of interfacing. But here, my first one, it's not my first one. I tried something. I did cotton batting cotton, and this one cotton batting cotton. Too thick, don't do this. So this bring me a problem. You see, my corners, they're so thick. So I be very careful and I start after my area. But when you sew, even if you clip, when they're right sides together, when you clip the corner, it's still thick, very thick. That's one thing you have to, not two layers of batting. Okay. Number two, another thing I want to tell you. Look at this here. So this is the sole of my iron, who kept it's not clean, it's from the glue from the batting and the interfacing. And I'm using to clean my iron. I'm using this from Odif, ODIF. But I'm sure there's other brand, but I really love this one. So it is a little bag with the tip, and you push this. See, it's coming out. So I follow the instruction to clean my iron. But when we use or something with the glue interfacing or batting, well, it dirties a little bit. If we don't protect the sole of our iron, well, it's a bit dirty, and the glue goes. So, or you buy a sheet to protect, but I don't like it always, because you lose the steam. Huh? So I'd rather clean my iron. And the last thing, when it's sewn, you sew your button, something that is cute, according to, to remind you what was your embroidery. Here, I will not attach it. I will sew it just on one thickness. I won't attach it because I want to be able to show it to people. Here, I'll find something with sewing, and I will attach it to all my layers. And how do I insert my napkin? You're gonna say, hey, this is not big enough. Maybe if you want, you can make it bigger, but you fold this in half, slide this. I'll take this side. I'd rather have the fold line, the fold. Okay, slide it in and open it, and use it. So even if you want, you can show it. If you don't want, you can protect it. But at least, it's not a plastic bag, and it's a nice gift to offer. Of course, they're gonna ask you, what is this? Huh? If you offer this to somebody who doesn't sew, they say, what is this? What do I do with it? But make sure you put some nice napkin inside, and they say, oh, I understand. And if you drop coffee. You can wash this. If it's wet, it's going to protect your napkin. So anyway, the whole thing is just to teach you HP, foot and plate, and your O foot, which is a quarter of an inch, and find the design and play with the design built in your machine. Play with them, and to teach you to use your machine. Okay, I'm bringing the camera in front. Okay, here. Now it's low. So, oh la la, need a cameraman. Bon, so let me read the, okay, so Stephanie, Marty, Mariella, Bonbon, Teresa, looking forward to this. And guess what? I am on time, Julie. That's okay. But even if you're not on time, don't worry. Janome save everything on Facebook, so it's never deleted. But it's nice when you attend. You don't. Yeah, we're all together. When you look at the replay, well, okay, Diana, Stephanie, okay, Sumam, hello, Sumam speak French also. Teresa, great project to use up batting and would make a great hostess gift. Exactly. Don't think it's half an hour to sew. Don't think. The time you cut and you iron everything and you choose your design and think about your thread, it's a whole evening. But that's okay. That's okay. Okay. Stephanie, she likes the project. And it's nice when you change the color according to the fabric and the napkin. This is nice. Okay, she says, goodbye, Marty. This is a unique project. I love it. Oh, good. Simple gift idea that is useful. Yeah. Thanks for the demo. Okay. Mariella, sorry, Mary. I speak French. So Mariella, thank you for another useful project. Well, maybe it's going to be Thanksgiving. Hey, it's perfect timing, huh? Anyway, the project is not as important as teaching you how to use, what to look in your machine. So that's it. You have a good rest of the week, and I hope people in the US, they're not on the Mexico Gulf. There's a big Milton, the big hurricane. So be careful, everybody. Stay in the sewing room. You're safe. Bye bye, everybody.